After the Renaissance awakened human curiosity, a new era dawned, the Age of Exploration.
The fall of Constantinople choked off the overland spice route, making a sea route to Asia essential. Spices, pepper, cinnamon, cloves were more than flavor. They were symbols of wealth and essential for preserving food.
Portugal, lacking a Mediterranean port, pioneered maritime exploration under Prince Henry the Navigator. Key technological leaps made long-distance ocean travel possible, beginning with the Caravel.
The Caravel's combination of square and lateen sails allowed it to sail faster and into the wind.
Advances in cartography, astronomy, and instruments like the Astrolabe and compass improved navigation accuracy.
Hold fast! Secure the mainsail!
We're taking on water! Bail faster!
Christopher Columbus, seeking a westward route, reached the Americas in 1492, believing he had landed in the Indies.
Columbus's voyage marked the true beginning of global history, linking the Old World and the New World forever.
Spain quickly capitalized, funding the voyages of the conquistadors, driven by a lust for gold and empire. Vasco da Gama successfully reached India by sailing around Africa in 1498, opening the direct, lucrative spice route.
The Treaty of Tordesillas divided the newly discovered non-European world between Spain and Portugal.
The most perilous journey. Ferdinand Magellan's fleet set out to circumnavigate the globe.
Only one ship, the Victoria, returned, but it proved the Earth was round and established the scale of the Pacific Ocean.
Francisco Pizarro repeated this success against the Inca Empire in the Andes, capturing vast amounts of silver and gold.
The Columbian Exchange was the most profound social consequence. The exchange of plants, animals, and pathogens.
From the Americas to Europe, potatoes, maize, corn, tomatoes, tobacco, and cocoa. From Europe to the Americas, wheat, grapes, horses, cattle, and, most crucially, deadly diseases.
European diseases, smallpox and measles, caused a demographic catastrophe, wiping out up to 90% of the indigenous populations.
The devastation of native labor fueled the rapid expansion of the Transatlantic Slave Trade.
Slavery became the foundation of the cash crop economy in the New World.
Silver extracted from the vast mines of Potosi, Bolivia, flooded the global market, causing massive inflation in Europe.
The influx of silver established the first truly integrated global economy, connecting Europe, Asia, and the Americas.
New naval powers, including England, France, and the Netherlands, challenged the Spanish and Portuguese monopoly.
The galleon became the iconic ship of this era, massive, armed, and capable of carrying huge quantities of cargo.
Exploration extended to North America, with England establishing permanent colonies, Jamestown 1607, and France claiming Canada.
This copper will serve well. A fair price for the beaver.
The blade is strong. We agree to the trade.
Botanical knowledge expanded rapidly as European scientists sought new plants for medicine and profit.
We bring you the word of the Lord. You must abandon these pagan ways and accept the true faith.
The Age of Exploration profoundly changed diet and population patterns worldwide. For example,
The Dutch East India Company invented the joint stock company, pioneering modern corporate finance.
the VOC dominated trade in Indonesia and Southeast Asia, establishing a powerful trade empire independent of state control.
Navigators developed increasingly precise methods for measuring longitude, a persistent challenge solved later by Harrison's chronometer.
Life aboard exploration ships was brutal. characterized by cramped quarters, poor diet, and high rates of scurvy. New trading posts and fortified bases were established globally, creating networks that would evolve into formal colonies. Indigenous empires and societies resisted European encroachment fiercely, though often hampered by internal conflicts. Europe's worldview shifted from a Eurocentric focus to a global perspective, reflected in new, detailed world maps. Mercantilism became the dominant economic theory. National wealth was measured by gold reserves and maintaining a positive trade balance. Colonial economies were designed to benefit the mother country, exporting raw materials and importing finished goods.
The age of exploration fueled the Renaissance's intellectual curiosity with new data about geography, botany, and cultures.
The search for the mythical Northwest Passage continued, driving exploration into the cold Arctic regions of North America.
European powers brought architectural styles and urban planning to the New World, replicating their home cities.
The concept of race and racial hierarchy hardened as Europeans sought justification for colonization and slavery.
This coffee is simply divine, monsieur. You must try some.
Indeed. The chocolate is equally splendid. We shall have this every evening.
By the end of the 17th century, the era of pure discovery ended, giving way to an era of organized colonial administration. The age of exploration created a vast gap in wealth and power between Europe and the rest of the world that would last for centuries.
The development of the telescope and new astronomical observations assisted explorers in fixing their positions at sea.
New shipboard technologies, like standardized cannons and stronger hulls, made naval power decisive in colonization.
Exploration of Australia and the Pacific Islands began in earnest toward the later stages of this period.
The age of exploration laid the direct foundation for the subsequent scientific revolution and the global conflicts of the modern era.
The sheer courage and resilience of the sailors, facing unknown diseases and environmental threats, should not be forgotten.
The quest for the Fountain of Youth, or El Dorado, though mythical, drove much of the internal American exploration. Colonial administrations established complex bureaucracies to manage taxes, resources, and legal systems. The age of exploration fundamentally shifted the world's economic center from the Mediterranean to the Atlantic. It proved that humanity, armed with ambition and technology, could conquer geography itself.